Yo, this is Real Talk. Hey, welcome to the Locker Room. We talk nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for y'all. That's also been a question around the NBA. But to be honest with you, I got this from Stephen A. Smith's take on ESPN. And the question is, ladies and gentlemen, are the Celtics guaranteed champions this upcoming season? Can y'all let me know what y'all think? Because to me personally, I feel like they have a lot of potential, right? The Celtics could definitely be at the top of the NBA. They could definitely be champions this season. They could definitely go to the finals. They have all the pieces. They have all the talent. They have all the complementary pieces. But are they going to do it? Or is it just not going to happen? And the reason why I say that is because, long story short, we all know that they got Kristaps Porzingis, right? But in order for them to get Porzingis, they had to give away Marcus Smart. Now, I know for a while we've been saying one of Jaylen Brown or Marcus Smart has to go, right? But do the Celtics know how to play without Marcus Smart? Because there were times where Marcus Smart was literally the reason why they came back from being down 10, 13, 15 points from being down below. There was times where Marcus Smart led comebacks. There was times where Marcus Smart literally saved them. So are they prepared to play without Marcus Smart? How will they replace Marcus Smart? Now they were able to keep Malcolm Brogdon, which helps them a lot in my opinion because he could play make a little bit, he could create for others and for himself, and he's a really good scorer. Like overall, he's way better scorer than Marcus Smart. But defense is a big thing, bro. This team doesn't have Marcus Smart, who is guarding a lot of the perimeter players. So now you put all of that responsibility on Jaylen Brown. And the rest of the team has to do it as a team, as an organization, as a franchise. And why is this even like more of a problem in my opinion for the Celtics? Well, the Celtics suffer a lot of injuries, bro. They suffer more injuries than Anthony Davis by himself. No, actually, out loud, bro. I don't think any organization suffers more injuries than Anthony Davis. I think, if anything, the Celtics might be tied with Anthony Davis, which says a lot more about him than the actual team. Like, the fact that this team keeps getting injured is so annoying, bro. Robert Williams keeps tearing his ACL, meniscus, whatever it is. He keeps having minor injuries to it. Grant Williams has had to sit out a couple times. Malcolm Brogdon tore something in his forearm. Tatum injured his ankle, but he's usually healthy, thank God. Jaylen Brown, he's always having these knick-knack injuries. This last year or two has actually been available, which is really, really great. But before that, he suffered a lot of injuries. And this is something that this team is going to have to fight through. And giving up Marcus Smart might have been very bad for this team. Because, like I said, playmaking, like I said, continuity, chemistry, just comfortability with him on the court is no longer there. So now coming into this season, you can have Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon doing Marcus Smart's job, and obviously Tatum's gonna be handling the ball and stuff like that. Tatum and Brown, but Brown needs to find a way to stop committing all these turnovers. I know they got Porzingis, right, which is basically, in my opinion, a way better Al Horford for this team. Now, is Porzingis limited to just being Al Horford? No, he's obviously way better. He could do a lot more things. He's not compared to Al Horford in whatsoever, like in any type of, part of the core of basketball. But in this case, they're going, in my opinion, to start Porzingis over Al Horford. And if that's the case, he's way better than Al Horford in terms of moving around, being able to shoot and stuff like that, and even putting the ball on the court whenever he has to. But can Porzingis play the defense of Al Horford? Can they run Porzingis and Al Horford at the same time? Yo, imagine the lineup of Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, Al Horford. Or Al Horford then Porzingis. Might be the other way around. I know damn well the team does not want Porzingis banging with no centers, bro. One poke and he's out of there. He's worse than Anthony Davis. I never thought I would say that in my life. But Porzingis has convinced me that it is possible to get injured more than Anthony Davis. He has. Every single year he's out of the season. He's not playing. Now, here's why I say that the Celtics have all the ability, right? I spoke about all the negative parts of the Celtics and all the cons. Now let's talk about the pros. Again, like I said, imagine a lineup of Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, and Al Horford. That lineup is going to be deadly. You have the defense and offense of every single person on that court. Every single one. This is not going to be the starting lineup. This might not even be the closing lineup. But I guarantee you at some point in this upcoming season, they will run this lineup. Or they might take out Derek White and put Malcolm Brogdon, which is still a deadly combination. Might have even gotten more deadly. I'm telling you, bro, they have that. And then the defense of Jaylen Brown, of Al Horford, of a Derek White, of a Jason Tatum, so on and so forth, even down to the Robert Williams, the Grant Williams. It's so great for this team. And it does so much for this team. And the amount of value the defense holds for this team based off of the players that they have right now is super high. And you look at their offense, right? They're not terrible on offense whatsoever. They have Jaylen Brown. They have Jason Tatum. They have Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis. All these guys can create their own shots and can create for others. Like, let's not forget Porzingis in New York. He was doing a little bit of everything. So that's why I say they have all of the skills, all of the stats, all of the everything to check in on paper. Now, in person, on the court, will this translate? Honestly, bro, I feel like they're going to be a great team. I feel like they can win a championship, but the Celtics' main problem is going to remain how it is. What is the Celtics' main problem? When they are cold, there is no way of getting them hot. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what player gets hot. The entire team is not getting hot. If they are cold, they are cold. If the Celtics are not engaged in the game, it's over. If the Celtics are too high up in the game, you know what they're going to do? Start taking bad shots, rushing their offense, and start giving up the lead. Start choking. Start, falling down. And that's what they do, bro. And that's how they're going to always lose. And not to mention the careless turnovers by their main two stars. The turnovers by Tatum and by Jaylen Brown will forever, bro, haunt the Celtics team. Until they get that situated, those turnovers will be the downfall of this Celtics team. Because once we get down to the conference finals, the finals, and even the second round sometimes, they're going to struggle because of the turnovers by their two stars. That's a lot of offensive possessions that you're giving up. Chances that you could take a shot. I believe in the last game, Jaylen Brown had like 8 turnovers. Do you know how much 8 shots is worth in the NBA? That is a lot. So until they fix that, they might never win a championship. I'm not going to lie to you. They have to find a way to fix that. They have everything else that they need. It's just a turnover part, being engaged, and stop lollygagging when the score is in your favor and you're up by like 20, 30 points. You have to finish the game. It's 48 minutes of basketball, not 12, not 24, not 36. It's 48. But yeah, let me know what y'all think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E, and it's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety in my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three. To win it. Good.
That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection.
This is for the win. Got it. Wow.
At 7, working against Butler, got down.